بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وذليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرزك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المؤسرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به هبا ونباتا وجنات الألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا هميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يدا ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. आज रुखसत हो रही है तुमसे ज़हरा याली आज रुखसत हो रही है तुमसे ज़हरा याली ताजियाने की अजियत का उठाना एक तरफ, वो तमाचे कत्ल मोहसिन दर जनाना एक तरफ। सबसे मुश्किल था मगर दरबार जाना। या अली आज रुखसत ही है तुमसे ज़हरा। या अली आज रुखसत हो रही है तुमसे ज़हरा। या अली चाहे आ जाए क़यामत मुझसे ये वादा करो, जब तलक मौला मेरे शबीर की मर्जी न हो, तब तलक मेरा जनाजा मत उठाना। या अली जी रुखसत रही है तुमसे ज़हरा। या अली आज रुखसत हो रही है तुमसे ज़हरा। या अली सल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मद व आल मुहम्मद।
सलवात। क्यों छोड़ जाती है माँ, क्यों छोड़ जाती है माँ, उंगली पकड़ के चलाया सीने से तुमने लगाया। इन 3 सालों में अम्मा तुमने बहुत कुछ सिखाया। माँ से बिछड़ के जीते हैं कैसे, क्या ये सिखाती है माँ। क्यों छोड़ जाती है माँ, क्यों छोड़ जाती। दरवाज़ा जब से गिरा है पहलू शिकस्ता हुआ है। टूटी है पस लिया है शबीर सब जानता है। तकलीफ में हूँ बच्चों को अपने, कब ये बताती है माँ। क्यों छोड़ जाती है माँ, क्यों छोड़ जाती है। सलवात।
और मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सलवात। थामे हुए पहलू को कहती रहिए ज़हरा, थामे हुए पहलू को कहती रहिए ज़हरा। उम्मत ने तेरी बाबा, उम्मत ने तेरी बाबा दर मेरा जला डाला। थामे हुए पहलू कहती रहिए ज़हरा, थामे हुए पहलू कहती रही। इस दर्द की शिद्दत में है मौत मेरी दरमा, जीने का मेरे बाबा अब कोई नहीं मखा। हर सांस पे करती हूँ, हर सांस पे करती हूँ रही है ज़हरा थामे हुए पहलू है गिरिया कुना ज़ैनब शबीर भी गिरिया है ज़हरा भी तेरी बाबा कुछ रोज की मेहमा है रंजूर है दर भी रंजूर है दर भी और नोहा कुना फिजा थामे हुए पहलू को रही है ज़हरा थामे हुए पहलू को जो जुल्म हुए मुझ पर हसनैन ने देखे हैं बाजू है मेरे जख्मी रुखसार भी नीली है ज़ैनब को दिखाऊंगी ज़ैनब को दिखाऊंगी किस तरह में ये चेहरा थामे हुए पहलू को रही है ज़हरा थामे हुए पहलू को दर जलता हुआ मेरे पहलू पे गिराया है मोहसिन की शहादत का सदमा भी दिखाया है अब कौन सा महशर है अब कौन सा महशर है जो मुझ पे नहीं गुजरा थामे हुए पहलू कहती रही है ज़हरा थामे हुए पहलू को रही है ज़हरा उम्मत ने तेरी बाबा उम्मत ने तेरी बाबा दर मेरा जला डाला थामे हुए पहलू कहती रही है ज़हरा थामे हुए पहलू को कहती रही है ज़हरा और मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सलवात
Let us welcome today's speaker with one loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. My dear brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to talk to you about the day of judgment. You know how the day of judgment is going to start? Allah explains in the Quran. He says, إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا. Everybody will be in their shops, people will be at school, people will be doing their businesses. Yes? You know you are in school during the daytime? You'll be at school. Then suddenly there will be an earthquake. But not a normal earthquake, a very heavy earthquake, an extremely heavy earthquake. إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ. What is inside the earth? Have you ever seen a picture of the earth, like a cross-section? You know what's inside the earth? It's very hot inside the core, yes? All that is going to come out. It's going to erupt. The mountains will crumble. The moon will disappear. Everything will start crumbling. So the human beings on earth will ask, وَقَالَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا لَهَا? Hey, what's happening today? What's going on today? Allah says, يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا. Today now. Today all of you will be brought forward. And I'm going to tell you what you did. So on that day, there will be people who will be very happy. Allah says, وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ نَاظِرَةٌ. On that day, there will be some people, their faces will be shining, happy. They will be looking, إِلَىٰ رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ. What will they be seeing? They will be seeing angels smiling at them, beautiful angels, holding open the doors of Jannah and telling them, welcome, come. They'll be very happy. What will they be doing? They'll be sitting on thrones. You know throne? You know this is mimbar. What is this? Mimbar, right? A throne is bigger, golden, magnificent. They'll be sitting on thrones and they'll be drinking very nice drinks that the angels will be giving to them. And they'll be laughing and they'll be smiling and they'll be talking. But then there'll be another group of people. They will be biting their hands out of terror. You know which people? You know the people who are killing children in Palestine? You know those people who are causing children to become orphans? Right now they are sitting and they are happy and they are enjoying. On that day they will be crying. They will be begging God, don't throw me into the fire of hell. Okay. Can you imagine now the confusion? Can you imagine confusion? People are being dragged by their heads and by their feet into the fire of hell. There is screaming, there is terror. Suddenly, from behind the arsh of Allah, a loud, booming voice will be heard, which will make everybody keep quiet. O people of Mahshar, O people here assembled on the day of judgment, everybody, listen up. So everybody will stop, everybody will listen. Put your eyes down. Put your eyes down. Because now Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, is about to enter into Jannah. This narration is by somebody called Abu Huraira. You know who this is? Our Sunni brothers, they respect this narrator a lot. That's why I brought this narration. He says, Bibi Fatima alayhi salam will be brought in front, accompanied by 70,000 angels. She'll be carried magnificently, awesomely into Jannah. And then he says, the first person to enter Jannah will be Fatima alayhi salam with her father. Who is her father? Ahsant. And her husband, Imam Ali, and her children, Imam Hassan and Imam, first people to enter Jannah. But he doesn't stop here. You know what he says? He says, then the Prophet said, the people who love these five will be following behind them. Bibi Fatima alayhi salam is not an ordinary woman. The Prophet had a wife, her name was Aisha. She says, the Holy Prophet, the way he respected and loved Fatima, he never respected and loved anybody else. Let me ask you a question. When you're sitting at home and your father enters the house and you are sitting and you are playing something, what do you have to do? You stand. Why do you stand? Respect. Who is supposed to stand, your father or you? Why? Because your father is more respected, correct? Aisha says, whenever the Prophet would be sitting in a room and Fatima alayhi salam would enter that room, not one time, kana, all the time, whenever this would happen, that he was sitting and Fatima would enter, qama ilayha, he would stand in respect of her. He would go towards her, he would take her hands, he would kiss her hands, he would take her to where he was sitting, he would make her sit there and sit with her. Aisha says, again the wife of the Prophet, there was nobody more beloved to the Prophet than Fatima. One of the companions of the Prophet says, whenever the Prophet would go on a journey, you know you go on a journey, you go on safari? Imagine your mom is going on a safari. Does that happen? Imagine your mom is going safari and maybe you are not going with her. Do you say Khudafis from home and then you leave it? What do? You make sure you go until where? Airport. Correct? You want to be with her until the last moment. Correct? Why? Because you love her the most. Correct? Whenever the Prophet would go on a journey, you know whom he would stay with until the last moment? Who was the last person he would say Khudafis to before he left on a journey? Bibi Fatima. And you know, when you come back from a journey, who is the first person you want to go and hug? Your mom, yeah? The first person the Prophet would say salam to when he came back from a journey was who? Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. The Prophet said about her, Fatimatu bad'atum minni. Fatima is a part of me. Man adhaha faqad adhani. Let me give you an example. How many of you have got hurt while playing football? Okay, well done. Thank you. When you get hurt when playing football, now, do you get hurt in your whole body? You get hurt somewhere, right? Sometimes you'll get hurt on your leg. Once I got hurt on my ankle here. You know ankle? It got twisted. It hurt. Now, so imagine you remember that pain, okay? That pain of twisting your ankle or twisting your knee or hurting yourself or on your hand. Now imagine somebody's ankle is hurting. Will you say to this person, your ankle is hurting, Bona, you are sleeping. Only your ankle is hurting, right? Bona, you are saying, I don't know, I'm not feeling well. Only your hand is hurting. Bona, your whole body now, you are holding your hand, you are saying, my hand. It's just your hand. It's not you. Does that make sense? Your hand is a part of, if your hand gets hurt, who has got hurt? The Prophet is saying, if you hurt Fatima, Fatima is like my hand. If you hurt my hand, whom have you hurt? You've hurt me. If you disrespect my hand, whom have you disrespected? If you threaten Fatima, whom have you threatened? The Prophet. You understand the position? Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, once one of his companions came to him and he said to him, Imam, you know, we have heard Bibi Fatima had many titles. Maybe you can tell me some of her titles. And then I'll tell you what that companion asked. What are some of the titles of Bibi Fatima alayhi salam? Yes, please. Az-Zahra, excellent. That's the title I was looking for. Yes, please. Abiha, excellent. Yes, please. As-Siddiqa, excellent. Yes, please. At-Tahira, excellent. Anybody else? Yes? Muhadditha, excellent. Yes, please. Abiha, excellent. The first title brother mentioned, what's your name? Muhammad. What is the title you mentioned? Az-Zahra. What does this title mean? Does anybody know? What does Az-Zahra mean? Yes, please. The Lady of Light. What is this? This is light, yes? Why was she called Lady of Light? Why was she called the Lady of Light? Yes, please. Ahsant, Jazakallah. So somebody asked Imam Sadiq this question. He said, Imam, I heard one of her titles is the Lady of Light. Why was she called the Lady of Light? Imam Sadiq's answer, I'm going to tell you by giving you an example. You know, at night, when all the lights are off, and you look up in the sky at night, mostly it's dark, yeah? But you see up, what do you see twinkling there? Stars. At night time, the stars twinkle and you can see them, right? And you'll notice some stars are brighter than other stars, correct? Imam Sadiq says, when Bibi Fatima alayhi salam would stand to pray, the angels in the heavens would be looking at earth just the way the people of earth look at the heavens. When the people of earth look at the heavens, they see stars twinkling, bright stars shining, yes? The angels, when Bibi Fatima would be praying, would look at earth and they would see such a bright light shining that Bibi Fatima came to be known as the Lady of Light. You know we recite Hadith-e-Kisa? In Hadith-e-Kisa, there is a phenomenal line. When Hadith Kisa, what happened? The Prophet was covering himself with a cloak, yes? And then who came? Imam Hassan. Then Imam Hussein. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam. And then Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. Okay. They came under a cloak, yes? You know what happened at that time when these five came together? The hadith switches to the heavens and it says what happened in the heavens. When the malaika saw those five on earth, they were shocked. They were stunned by the nur that was coming out into the heavens. And they turned to Allah and they said to him, Ya Rabbi, waman tahtal kisa? Oh our Lord, who are these five? Who are these people under the cloak? Now look at the maqam of Bibi Fatima. You know Lionel Messi? You know Lionel Messi? He has a son called Thiago. Okay. Imagine Thiago comes here. Thiago comes with, what's your name, brother? Yes? Imran. Thiago and Imran, they come inside. Okay? Well done, keep it up. Thiago and Imran are coming inside. So Imran meets you guys and you guys look, you don't know this Thiago. So you say to him, who is this boy? So Imran says to his name is Thiago. You say, who is Thiago? Then he says, Bana Thiago. He says, who Thiago? So then he says, this, you know who is this Thiago? You know, he is Messi's son. Then you will say, oh, Thiago. Who is he? Messi's? When you said Thiago, you didn't understand. Why? Because who is Messi? Messi is very famous. You will say to somebody, you come with somebody, and I come with an older gentleman, wearing a suit and everything. And they say, excuse me, this is Mr. Hassan. So who Mr. Hassan? Mr. Hassan, you don't know. Mr. Hassan, you know Mama Samia? You know Mama Samia? She is what? President. This is not Mr. Hassan. You know what this is? This is Mama Samia's husband. Not father, I don't know. I don't know, husband or father, one. But who is he? Mama Samia's? You use the famous person to introduce somebody. When Allah is asked by the angels, who are these five under the cloak? What does Allah reply? Hum. Look how famous Bibi Fatima is in the heavens. Hum Fatimatu wa abuha wa ba'luha wa banuha. Is this not an amazing lady? She's amazing, yes? Phenomenal lady. What happened to her? Why are we wearing black today? Did something happen to her? What happened to her? Yes, please. She passed away. She passed away naturally or something happened to her? Yes, please. She was crushed behind the door. Ahsant. Anybody else? Yes, please. She was kicked. Yes, please. Her ribs were broken. Yes, please. Ahsantum, a nail. Yes, ahsant. Yes, please. She was slapped. Why would somebody do this to such a lady? Why was she attacked? Why was Bibi Fatima attacked? Does anybody know why she was attacked? Somebody who has not spoken? Yes, at the back, please. Yes, please. Ahsantum. She was attacked because she was defending the Imam of her time. Is that clear? You know, to understand this example, let me take you to Karbala. You know in Karbala what happened? There was an old man. His name was Muslim bin Ausaja. He was 80 years old. How many? 80. He was fighting on the battlefield and he was very thirsty. And he was wounded and he was attacked and he fell from his horse. When he fell from his horse, he was about to pass away. Imam Hussein alayhi salam came to his body. But Imam Hussein came with somebody else. He came with a person, his name was Habib bin Mudahir. He came with him. Habib and Muslim were very close friends. So Muslim, you can imagine, is on the ground, wounded, and his eyes are closed. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam approaches. He sits down next to Muslim. He takes Muslim's head and puts it on his lap. Habib is sitting next to Imam Hussein, and they are both looking at Muslim. Muslim bin Ausaja, very weakly, he opened his eyes. Habib looked at him and he said, my dear friend, I wish I could have asked you, do you have any last wish and I can help you with it? But I know after you, I am also going to be killed. So Muslim said to him, I have a last wish, even in this situation. He is an 80-year-old man who has not had water for 3 days and is wounded and is dying. Habib asked him, Muslim, what is your wish? Muslim took his finger and he raised it and pointed it at the face of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And he says to Habib, alayka bihada, take care of this man. No matter what happens, don't let a single arrow hit this man while you are alive. Protect him with everything you have. These companions did not care about themselves. They were attacked, but they wanted to protect the Imam of their time. Sa'id bin Abdullah al-Hanafi, Imam Hussein was praying namaz. Did the enemy stop attacking? No. They started showering arrows. This man stood in front of Imam Hussein like a human shield. And the arrow started coming. And normally when arrows come to you, what are you supposed to do? You dodge. What did he do? He took them upon his chest. He took every arrow upon his chest. When Imam finished the Salaam of the Tashahud, the Maqtal says he fell and he turned to Imam Hussein and he asked him, Awafaytu ya Aba Abdullah, have I been loyal, my master? Some of you are 11 years old. There was an 11-year-old boy on the day of Ashura. When he saw Imam Hussein alayhi salam is on the ground and is about to be killed, he ran out from the tents. Imam Hussein alayhi salam told Bibi Zainab, stop him. But he sort of struggled and he went free and he went to the battlefield. What did he do? He looked at the people coming forward. Who was coming forward? Harmala. You know Harmala? The one who killed Hazrat Aliasghar, he was coming forward. Somebody called Bahr bin Ka'b, he was coming forward. And people are coming forward to do what? To kill Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He ran forward and he said to them, how dare you attack my uncle? I will protect him. And he threw himself on Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He was struck and he was killed. In the final moments of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, when he went to bid farewell, last farewell, he went to the tent of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam was unconscious. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam was very sick at that time. He opened his eyes and he saw the state of his father. In that situation, with fever, he told Bibi Zainab, give me a stick, give me a sword. I am going to defend my father Hussein alayhi salam. I cannot see him like this. What are all these people trying to do? To protect the Imam of their Jazakallah. Bibi Fatima alayhi salam did exactly that. Bibi Fatima alayhi salam was at home. Imam Ali alayhi salam was at home. You know, on Thursday we have a Majlis, inshallah, yes? I will explain to you in detail what exactly happened until that final moment. Maalim, how much time do we have left? We have a bit of time? Okay. Can I ask you this question? Why were people trying to attack Imam Ali alayhi salam? What was the reason that Bibi Fatima had to defend him? Yes, please. Excellent. They wanted him to do what? Pledge. Let me ask you, why did people try to kill Imam Hussein? He was supposed to pledge allegiance, to accept the ruler of his. So people wanted to kill Imam Hussein because he refused to pledge allegiance. People wanted to kill Imam Ali because he refused to pledge allegiance. What is this allegiance? How many of you have played FIFA on career mode? FIFA career mode. Good. Very good. Let me ask, who is Shant? Yes, please. You play FIFA career mode? Which team? Chelsea. Ah. Who plays with Man United? Who plays with Man United? Polesana, but who plays with Man United? Yes, please? You play with Man United? Yeah? Excellent. Okay, I'll speak to you. If you play with Man United, okay, career mode. When you start career mode, you know there's all that, I don't know, press conference, I don't know what, you buy players, yeah? You start buying players, you buy players, expensive players, cheap players. You want to build your team. Does it take 5 minutes? How long does it take? Oh, so much time. Hours and hours, yes? The whole day can pass, you are still buying players, correct? Then you start playing. You start playing, there is one match, then the season starts, right? There's friendlies. I want you to imagine you are playing your game. You are playing. Mara time comes for dinner. Your mom says, Hiya, time for? What's your name, please? Ali Abbas, time for dinner. So you say, okay, mommy. You go, you just press off button on the PS and you go away. Does that make sense? what are you supposed to do? What do you do? Say it all together. Save the, repeat after me, please do it. Save the, you save the game. Why do you save the game? Yes, please. You do not lose your, subhanallah, you do not lose your, if a simple game you have to save not to lose your hard work, how much hard work did the Prophet put into Islam, do you know? How much work did he put into Islam, do you know? He lost his wife and he lost his uncle. Not one uncle, Abu Talib alayhi salam. He lost Hazrat Hamza alayhi salam, Sayyidu Shuhada. You know, the Muslims, they were boycotted. You know boycott? They were refused food and everything. The Prophet used to sleep hungry. He used to tie a slab, like a stone. He used to tie a stone around his stomach to press it inside. Why? So that he can feel less pang of hunger. The Muslims suffered. During the battle of Uhud, the Prophet was attacked so severely, one man came and he struck the Prophet on his mouth with a hard rock. The Prophet's teeth were broken. And the Prophet was attacked so badly, he fell to the ground. Mpaka people started saying the Prophet has passed away. And the Prophet continued to suffer and suffer and suffer. So the Prophet, he has worked hard for Islam or no? So Allah is telling the Prophet, "Oh Prophet, you have worked very hard. Now it is time to save your game." Does that make sense? Now it is time to save your game. Now you have to choose somebody who will protect your religion, who will save this religion. And whom did the Prophet choose? On Thursday, inshallah, I will explain to you why it is Imam Ali alayhi salam who was chosen and ultimately what led to the martyrdom of Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. Can we recite one salawat, please? Tonight, inshallah, my heart tells me that I should not speak directly first about Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. We'll speak about her on Thursday. Tonight, let us speak about somebody because of whom Bibi Fatima alayhi salam cried uncontrollably while she was alive. One day, Bibi Fatima alayhi salam gave birth to a baby boy. And the Prophet came to the house and he was very happy. And the Prophet took that baby boy in his arms. And the Prophet recited adhan in the right ear and iqama in his left ear. And then he said to Imam Ali and Bibi Fatima, "I have received the command from Allah that this boy should have the name of Shabbir." What? Shabbir. In Arabic, that translates to Hussein. This is the name of the baby. His name is what? Hussein. They were happy, yes? The Prophet was pressing Imam Hussein alayhi salam close to him, and suddenly Jibreel alayhi salam descends to the Prophet. And he says to the Prophet, "Oh Muhammad, you love this boy a lot?" The Prophet said, "I love this boy a lot." He says, "Oh Muhammad, this son of yours is going to be brutally killed in a land called Karbala." The Prophet began to cry because Jibreel started explaining to him what Imam Hussein was going to suffer. So when the Prophet was crying, Bibi Fatima alayhi salam was there. She said to him, "My dear father, what's the matter? Today is the day of happiness." The Prophet explained to her, "This is what Jibreel has told me." My dear brothers, when you get hurt in your arm or you get hurt in your leg, you feel pain, yes? But do you know when you go home and you show your mother, who feels more pain? Your mother. Your mother cannot bear to see you in pain, even if it's just a bruise on your hand, correct? This is the love of a Can you imagine the pain that Bibi Fatima is going through when she is being told that your son is going to be thirsty for 3 days? He is going to lose his loved ones. His body will be covered in arrows and he will be beheaded thirsty on the plains of Karbala. Can you imagine the pain of that mother? You know, Bibi Hajira alayhi salam, the mother of Hazrat Ismail, when Hazrat Ismail was being taken for the sacrifice, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam put Ismail down. He took the knife and he put it on his neck. You know, as a result of that knife being on the neck, there was a small mark on the neck of Hazrat Ismail, a small mark. When Hazrat Ismail came back home, when his mother saw him, she just saw that mark on his neck. And she realized there was a knife on the neck of her son. She fainted to the ground out of shock and grief. Can you imagine that mother who sees her son being butchered in front of her eyes on the plains of Karbala? This is why Bibi Fatima is called Ummul Masaib. You know, in that journey towards Karbala, Bibi Fatima's name was mentioned in an amazing way. What happened? Imam Hussein alayhi salam was going towards Kufa. Somebody stopped him on the way. Who was that person? Hur. Hur stopped him. When Hur stopped him, Imam alayhi salam told him, Hur, let us go. We have to go towards where we are going. Hur said to him, no, I have been given command, orders, I am not allowed to let you go. So they started arguing. At one point, Imam Hussein alayhi salam got angry and he said to Hur, Hur, you will regret what you are doing. Your mother will cry over you because of what you are doing. He spoke about Hur's mother. He said, your mother will cry over you if you continue what you are doing. Hur became angry. But then immediately he stopped and he put his head down and he said, oh Hussein, if anybody else on the face of this earth would have told me what you told me, I would have also spoken about their mother. But what can I do? Your mother is Fatima to Zahra. I cannot say anything about her. And this lady who loved her son so much, you know how when you are going on a journey, your mother kisses you goodbye? You know when you're going to sleep, your mother kisses you goodbye? Bibi Fatima alayhi salam kissed Imam Hussein goodbye on the day of Ashura. You know how? When Imam Hussein alayhi salam was leaving the tent, he was on his horse and he was proceeding towards the battlefield. From behind, he heard a voice, the voice of his sister Zainab alayhi salam, saying what? Mahlan, mahlan, yabna Zahra. Slow down, O son of Zahra. I have one last wish that I want to fulfill. Imam Hussein alayhi salam stopped. He came down from his horse. He turned to his sister. My dear sister, what is the matter? She comes towards him. She says to him, my dear brother, you know the armor that you are wearing? Remove the armor from your chest. Imam Hussein alayhi salam removed the armor from his chest. Bibi Zainab alayhi salam came forward. She said, oh my dear brother, you know the helmet that you are wearing that's covering your neck? Can you remove it from your neck? So he removed it from his neck. Bibi Zainab alayhi salam then kissed him on the chest and she kissed him on the neck. Imam asked her, dear sister, what is the meaning of this? She says, my dear brother, these kisses are not from me. These kisses are from your mother Fatima, because she had told me there will come a time when Hussein goes towards the battlefield, the oppressor will be sitting on his chest, will be holding his beard and will be striking at his neck with his sword. At that time, tell Hussein, these are the kisses of your mother. Your mother will not leave you until your final moments. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. ماتم يا حسين.
صلوات. जल गया सूरज शम्मा जली नन्ना मेरा असगर कहा गया रे ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। रजी शम्मा जली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। बानू पुकारी कोक जली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। रात अंधेरी सुनसान बन, ढूंढू कहाँ तुझे ऐ गुल बदन। रो रो पुकारी माँ दिल जरी, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। गया सूरज शम्मा जली, मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। वक्त मदद है मुश्किल कुशा, मुश्किल करो हल बहरे खुदा। तुम ही बताओ मौला अली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। सूरज शम्मा जली, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। तुम्हें बताओ, तुम्हें जंगल में किस जादू हो गया। खाली है झूला ए महल का, किसको झुलाए अम्मा तेरी। नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। ढल गया सूरज, नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे। ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली।
सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि मोहम्मद व आलि मोहम्मद। फातिमा ज़हरा, फातिमा ज़हरा, फातिमा। You all have to recite louder than me. Fatima Zahra, Fatima Zahra. मिलके फातिमा। ऐ मेरी बीबी, ऐ मेरी बीबी, तेरे दर पे इस्तिग़ासा है। तेरा ममनून मेरी शहज़ादी, ये जहाँ सारा है। या ज़हरा, बुलंद आवाज में या माशाल्लाह। मातम मातम। तू हमें हिफ्ज़ और अमा दे दे, अपनी चादर का साहिबा दे दे। तेरी कुदरत में क्या नहीं बीबी, तू जिसे चाहे दो जगह दे दे। या ज़हरा, ज़हरा या ज़हरा। लाउडर। तुझको उम्मत ने यूं सताया है, मर्ग मोहसिन पे भी रुलाया है। तुझको बाबा के बाद उम्मत ने हाय दरबार में बुलाया है। या ज़हरा या ज़हरा। माशाअल्लाह। अब बताएं कौन कौन करबला जाना चाहता है? Who wants to go to Karbala? Raise your hand. जो जो करबला जाना चाहता है मेरे साथ बुलंद आवाज़ में, you all have to recite with me this kalam inshallah. And inshallah may we get the chance to go to Karbala this year inshallah. बिया ज़ादार मन आशिक दिलदार मन बिया सुए करबला बराए दीदार मन आओ कराओ तुम्हें दीदार ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार ऐ मेरे मिलके मिलके ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार ऐ मेरे बिया आज़ादार मन आशिक दिल मिलके बिया आज़ादार मन आशिक दिलदार मन बिया सुए करबला बराए दीदार मन आओ कराओ तुम्हें दीदार ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार मिलके ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार मेरी ज़ियारत को तुम आओ चले करबला होगा मुबारक तुम्हें बस ये सफ़र मरहबा हदिया शिफात तुम्हें दूंगा मैं रोज़े जज़ा करके ज़ियारत मेरी लो मेरी माँ की दुआ करके मवद्दत का तुम इज़हार है मेरे ज़व लाउडर लाउडर वार बिया आज़ादार मन आशिक दिलदार मन बिया सुए करबला बराए दीदार मन आओ करो मेरा तू इज़हार है मेरे ज़व्वार है मेरे ज़व्वार ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार साथ तेरे चलते हैं खिज़र भी इलियास भी मातम बुलंद आवाज़ में साथ तेरे चलते हैं खिज़र भी इलियास भी बारवा सरकार ज़हरा का गुले यास भी मुझको तुम्हारी थकावट का है एहसास भी मिलने तुझे आते हैं अकबर व अब्बास भी आओ सजाने मेरा गुलजार ऐ मेरे ज़व्वार बुलंद आवाज़ में हुसैन सौर अल्लाह माशाअल्लाह हुसैन you all have to recite with me अब्दुल्लाह ए हुसैन तेरा गम दिल पर मेरे है रकम या हुसैन मुझ पर रब का है करम या हुसैन तस्बीह है दिल या हुसैन मिलके या हुसैन ये मेरा दिल नहीं ये है करबला ये मेरा दिल नहीं ये है करबला गरीब करबला दिल की है सदा हुसैन सौर अल्लाह लाउडर हुसैन माशाअल्लाह माशाअल्लाह I can't hear from this side. Abba Della Hussain. MashaAllah. Hussain Sarallah. सीनों पे हाथ मार के जोर से मनोइन हमें गम अरबाब अरबाब बराम बहराम अरबाब अरबाब बराम बहराम अरबाब अरबाब वाय वाय आय وای وای نفس نفس من شعر غم تو نفس نفس من شعر غم تو انشالله بمیرم تو حرم تو حسین صار الله حسین صار الله MashaAllah. Ahsan, MashaAllah. Now you all tell me, have you got any request of any kalam you want me to recite? Okay, okay, later, inshallah. Tell me. Ali Akbar. Okay, so we'll recite 1 or 2 words of Ali Akbar, but you all have to recite louder than me, inshallah. Ali Akbar, Ali Akbar. Ahsant, mashallah. Shabe hai payambar Ali आई जाना नजर उठा के तो माँ को देखो ऐ बेटा आई जाना क्यों सर झुकाए खड़े हुए हो ऐ बेटा आई जाना तुम ही तो मादर का आसरा हो ऐ बेटा ऐ जान मादर ऐ जान मादर शबी है पैगंबर शबी है पैगंबर अली 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 अकबर अली अली यहाँ से ज़्यादा आवाज़ आ रही है I can't hear from this side शब-ए पैगंबर आई जाना है उम्मे लैला के लब पे नहा वावेला आई जान माशाल्लाह लहू में डूबा है लाल मेरा आई जाना हुआ है सीने के पार नेज़ा वावेला फिदा हो मादर फिदा हो मादर हाँ फिदा हो मादर शबी है पैगंबर शबी है पैगंबर अली 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 अकबर अली अली शबी है पैगंबर अली अली कहाँ हो दिले फातिमा के करार बक़ैया में करती है माँ इंतज़ार. So आखिर में inshallah we're going to recite one munaja for Imam Zaman and you all have to recite बक़ैया में करती है माँ इंतज़ार. कहाँ हो दिले फातिमा के करार बक़ैया में करती है माँ इंतज़ार. मेरी कब्र पे देख साया नहीं दिया तक किसी ने जलाया नहीं. रुलाती तो होगी मेरी बेकसी मेरे लाल तू तो पराया नहीं. चले आओ दुल दुल पे हो के सवार कहाँ हो दिले फातिमा के करार. कहाँ हो दिले फातिमा के करार। बकैया में करती है माँ इंतज़ार, बकैया में करती है माँ इंतज़ार। लगी आग दहलीज पे जिस घड़ी, मैं जब खा के दुर्रा ज़मीं पे गिरी, जले दर के नीचे सिसकते हुए ऐ बेटा मुझे याद आई तेरी। उठी जख्मी मादर के दिल से पुकार, कहाँ हो दिले फातिमा के करार। अफलाह मन सल्ला अला मुहम्मद व आलि मुहम्मद। नाराए तकबीर, with the loudest of your voice. नाराए तकबीर, नाराए रिसालत, कुल्ले ईमान, नाराए हैदरी, 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 हैदरी। लब्बैक या ज़ैनब, लब्बैक या ज़ैनब, लब्बैक या ज़हरा। With the loudest of your voices, लब्बैक या ज़हरा, लब्बैक या अली, लब्बैक या हुसैन, लब्बैक या महदी। सल्लु अला मुहम्मद व आलि मुहम्मद।
Boys, let's stand up for ziyarah.
توجه زيارة. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى. جميعا السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى علي بن الحسين، وعلى أولاد الحسين، وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا أئمة المسلمين، علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد الحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، يا كعبة الإيمان، يا إمام الإنس والجان، أجل الله تعالى فرجك وسخر الله تعالى مخرجك وظهور الأمر ورحمة الله وبركاته.